Hello YouTube, coin collectors and stackers out there. This is our second video on Morgan Numismatics channel, brand new channel. And if you watched the first video, we probably had the most exciting video we'll ever have. We did the unboxing of the 2024 Flowing Hair Silver Medal. And of course there's a lot of debate about whether it should have been a coin, but it's a medal. And during that unboxing, I was one of the dumb lucky few. I often tell my kids and friends, it's often better to be lucky than to be good. This was certainly lucky, but I ended up getting not only the Privy mark, but one of the signed COAs as well. And over the last week or so since I posted that video, I've been, wondering what to do with this thing. What is the market for this? How do you know what the market is? How do you establish a market for something like this? You look on eBay, you see, prices that are absolutely nosebleed high. And you wonder, if you caught lightning in a bottle and, is this something that you hold on to? Or is it something that you try to flip and take the profit as soon as possible? So we're going to go through some options that I got. I'm hoping to educate everybody out there. If you were lucky enough to get a Privy, we're going to talk about what people are paying for that. If you were like me and you won the U.S. Mint lottery and got one of these guys right here, then we're going to talk about the 4 bids that I got from dealers and auction houses on what they're paying for this guy. So first thing, just a quick review of what this is. So this is the Ventris Gibson signed COA, numbered 155 of 230. And the COA itself isn't just signed, it's different from the one that comes in the normal one. We'll look at that one as well. But if we flip this over, the first thing you'll see, whoops, that's different, is the Privy mark is actually on the COA right here, which is different from the non-Privy mark. And it shows up in a couple other places as well. It's designated here under the metal specifications. And this is everybody gets this. This is the printed one, printed signature. I've seen a lot of folks unbox and get really excited about that, and only to realize it's printed. And you can see here on the back, in fact, right next to her signature, is this beautiful sort of embossed type of printing. Well, maybe not quite embossed, and you can see the Privy there as well. So that's what it looks like. It's a signed piece of paper, very exciting. And the Privy itself is, as you would expect, there it is, right there. And then we're going to look at this coin a little more closely in a minute. And if you got this on a big screen, you're going to see at about 9 o'clock, there's a milk spot. It's also a much smaller milk spot. Let's see if I can get it in the light here, right under Liberty's neck there. But for those of you who are looking, this is going to be a pretty big deal in which option I take, right? Is this. Does this preclude a MS-70 grade, to send this in with this very prominent milk spot right at 9 o'clock? Mint, try to wash and dry the planches a little better, please. I've heard about people other than me who've complained. We'll leave this open so we can look at it. I've heard about people other than me complaining because they got these beautiful medals with the milk spots on them or other kind of defects. So let's cut to the chase. I got this thing last week and was very confused about what to do with it. You see these nosebleed prices on eBay, and you don't know what to believe. Now, I have an eBay store. I love eBay. I love my customers on eBay. And it's been a very good experience there. But I do have a rule. My rule is that I don't sell anything for over $300 on my store. And in looking at just the one with the Privy mark, these guys are getting $3,500 to $4,500. So forget about the COA here, but just at that level, that gets it from not ever being on my store. But the question is this something you buy and hold? Is it going to go up in value, up over time? Is it going to be like an SVDB penny or a 16D mercury dime? Or is it going to be something that sort of you got lightning in a bottle and you better, make a move? So if you have any opinions about that, you can leave them in the comments down below. So, excuse me. I took this thing out and got some bids. But we're going to start with the first place I went. I'm not going to mention any names of any companies. I'd like to keep their identities confidential for, obvious reasons. But I'll give you hints on where to figure out who they are. So the first company I approached, I found on Pirate Stacker's channel. And he may have been the first one to break this. He was certainly among the first to break this. But there's a large national coin company that is offering a bounty for the Privy Mark medals, and the bounty is around $3,250. That on Pirate Stacker's channel, he goes and shows. I'm going to put a link down below, like I said. You can go and visit that, and you can see who it is. So I contacted them first, and the one with the signed COA is not on their bounty list. So, and they are paying bounties for the regular ones as well. I think it's $175. So I emailed their customer support and said, hey, saw you have a bounty for the Privy. I was one of the lucky few that got one of the signed COAs. What are you able to offer me for that? And their customer support got back to me very quickly, and they said $4,250. I was like, holy crap, $1,000 for a piece of paper. And, but, I said, okay, well, that's interesting. After I had watched the Pirate Stacker video, I then was watching a video of an unboxing with the Stacking Surfer, and he and I are actually pretty locally co-resident. We live a few towns away from each other, and he had got one with the Privy. He was saying, I'm going to take it to such and such shop, very, very reputable shop. I'm going to put a link to his video as well in the description if you'd like to see who that is. So with the first bid in hand for $4,250, I drove over to this other shop. It's about 20 minutes from my house. And I went in there, and they looked at it, and they had said, the Stacking Surfer was in here. We know him. I said, oh, he plugged your, on the channel. They were very excited about that. And I was showing it to them, and I told them about my first bid, and they said, well, you should probably take that bid because that's a really good bid. We're not going to be able to match that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And I started talking to them. Really nice shop, really nice folks. And as I was talking, well, this has got the one with the COA. I don't just have the Privy, I have the COA. This is so new, guys, that a lot of dealers don't know what this signed COA is. In fact, I would say 75% of the people I've called on the phone about this have no idea. And neither did they. So it's very common right now. It's brand new, just came out. So as I was talking with them about some other things, I heard a gentleman in the back, their numismatist, say, did he say he has a certificate? And then they all sort of huddled up in the back and came out. And this is the second offer. They said, we'll give you $4,700 right now, or we'll walk it through PCGS on expedite. We'll have it back middle of next week. And if it comes back MS70, we'll be able to offer you more, but we want first right of refusal to buy this. We want first dibs on buying it. Very, very good offer. I was like, holy cow, very tempting. I almost did it right then and there. But something in the back of my mind said, well, I want to make sure I examine all my options. So the next thing I did was I drove to another shop that was closed on Thursday, go figure. So I skipped them, went to a third shop. I guess it's a fourth shop, but the third one was closed. And this is an offer that, was kind of funny. So I walked in there, great shop, great people. I do a lot of business with them. I said, hey guys, I got this thing. I got this medal here with the Privy. And their response was, well, that's a brand new thing from the mint. What did it retail for? I said, well, retail for $110. He goes, well, we'll give you $120 for it. And I said, what? Really? So I explained to him what it was. I explained to him the other offers that I had on the table. He goes, well, I can call the owner and see if he'll do a little bit better. I said, well, that's okay. And I chatted with them about some other stuff. Again, great folks, just not familiar with this. They don't do a lot of stuff with the new commemorative stuff. So on my way home, I decided to call one of the large auction houses. And there's going to be no Easter eggs on how to find out who they are, but you could probably guess. You've definitely heard, and they're certainly household name in the coin business and the numismatic industry. And I called over there and I said, this is what I have. What do you think? And what can we do? And so their offer is $5,500, and they'll walk it through PCGS. And I can take $5,500 now, or I can put it in an auction coming up in early December. So we're at 9 minutes into the video. I want to keep it, and we'll just wrap it up real tightly here. So those are the options. So I'm going to ask you guys to put your comments down below. Do I take the $42.50 from the large national dealer with the bounty, the $4,700 from the local dealer, and take the chance, give it to him, take the chance it's an MS-70, knowing there's milk spots on it. Remember right there's milk spots, and potentially getting more. Take the $5,500 from the large national auction house, or again, take the risk, that we put it through, comes back MS-70, they offer me more, or we put it in an early December auction, having, how all this time pass, right? This, like I said, it's lightning in a bottle. And I guess the fourth option would be the $120 or best offer from the other company. So that's where it's at. I have a couple of days to make a decision, and I will come back and post, but I'd love to hear your comments on what you think you would do. And then just wrapping up real quick on the Privy medal itself. So by some weird coincidence, a really good coin collecting friend of mine who lives a couple miles from me also got a Privy. So I guess that's me, him, and the stacking surfer all within a couple miles getting Privies. So that's kind of strange. But he's getting offers on that Privy for like right around $3,000 to $3,500. So if you have one of those, then there's that piece as well. So anyway, like I said, leave the comments down below. We'll kind of get back to looking at this metal in another video because I'm at 11 minutes and I want to keep it a little shorter. Let me know what you would do. Should I keep it and bet on it going up over time, over years? Should I sell it? And if I sell it, which option should I take? Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with an update probably on Monday in a couple days. Thank you. Bye.